Hi everyone, welcome back to this week weekly market update. So let's take a look at what's happening on the market itself, and then let's recap on things that we have went through 2 weeks ago, and also to see where is the market is heading to, as we know that most of the or perhaps the three indices is at the all-time high currently. So let's reassess all this once again. So firstly, we can see that S&P 500 and Nasdaq fall on Friday to snap the 6-day winning stick, but that is not the important thing. The most important thing is that all three indices on the weekly basis, we can see that it's actually on the upside. All right, so major average record a winning week, all three indices like S&P 500, Nasdaq, and also Dow Jones, every of either ones or all ones or crimes and went even higher, like all-time high again. So where will be the market heading to, as we know that the market, everyone is still concerning about the inflations, all these all-time high, will there be a technical pullback, all this. We will review from the technical perspective on the chart later as well. So ultimately, what causes the market for Nasdaq to drop on Friday itself? As you can see that Nasdaq actually slipped on Friday is because of the Intel's earnings actually tumbled nearly 12% due to a disappointing quarterly outlook. So this caused the market to have a not a really a good sentiment for semiconductor, and I think most of the semiconductor company like AMD, Nvidia's, they dropped on last Friday itself with this. On the other hand, as is stated over here, American Express rallied more than 7% with a better than expected forecast to full year earning. So this is why some of the index it didn't go together with it. It go the other way around. Some is up, some is down. It's because of the earnings report, as we know that we are into the earnings seasons, right? So not only that, people who are actually watching on Tesla, the EV as used to be a very big company, which is still right now has declined 13.6% on the week itself. All right, so the market actually tumbled, and I did mention on Tesla dropping below. I'm still biased on the Tesla on the downside. We will reassess on Tesla why am I biased on the chart basis later as well. So for the coming week, just to take note two things, we are still on the earnings seasons. So for the earnings season wise, I think it's the big tech earnings seasons like Microsoft, Google, Apple, their earnings report is on the coming week. And it coincides with the economy calendar as well. Heavy economy calendar like Fed interest rate decisions, like initial jobless claim, like non-farm payroll, like unemployment rate. So all these decisions, this indicator will provide more insight to whether the Fed will adopt a more dovish or hawkish stance on the interest rate cut. As we know that in 2024, they did mention to have 3 interest rate cut coming years, right? But so all this data is very important. So next week is really volatile, especially for Nasdaq, perhaps for all counter with the heavy economy data reports. Reporting as well. All right, so without further ado, let's go directly to the chart itself. So this is Dow Jones chart on 13th of Jan. I did mention that this is one of the trading plans that we will be looking out and watching out. Hopefully no one short in advance. As I mentioned, we only short once it break below 37,000. So the market tried to came lower, but it didn't close below 37,000. If for people who are worried of missing out, you may have short at the bottom right now. Hopefully you know where to do your cut loss. Otherwise, you will have a bumpy start of the year in 2024 as well. All right, so that's why some signal is very important. If you want to short in advance, just take note for people who shorted near 38,000. If your stop loss is slightly far apart, you may be still holding some position which is the loss. Otherwise, for people who want to wait for more signal before they enter after 38,000, we have to reassess the chart itself. All right, so where will most likely, because as you can see that uh Dow is at all-time high, so we can't see where is the previous resistance. So right now, what am I going to rely on is that, sorry, I'm going to rely on these Fibonacci extensions to see where the market goes to. So for Fibonacci retracement is what we use, but right now let's do for Fibonacci extension. All right, from the bottom, previous bottom to previous high, and then to the pullback, we can see that based on Fibonacci extensions, the market is actually close above the 78.6%, which is the 37,676, and then 38,000 is the all-time high. Right now is at 38,001. All right, so will the market, let me just move this aside, right, to show you a better sign. Will the market to continue to penetrate higher? If yes, we'll be looking at 39,129 as the next target or the next resistance. Or otherwise, we will see that whether will Dow Jones show any fake breakout. That means what I mean is that the price actually right now breaking 38,000 and then come back down by next week to have some technical pullback. If it is going to come back down and break below 38,000, there will be a bearish engulfing, and that is a good sign, a good signal to short as well. All right, so this is what I will be looking at for next week itself. Okay, so if you get me, you get me. Otherwise, let me just write everything. All right, let me just write everything. Okay, so bear with me. Let me just do some quick update. Okay, so it's 28 Jan 2024. All right, so eyeing for DJI to break below 38K for that shorting signal. Okay, all right. So this is what I mean. If let's say you're able to break down and then you will show a bearish engulfing candle, that will be a shorting signal. We will we will see how does it play out for Dow Jones next week. Okay, and then we will be looking into S&P 500. So for S&P 500, it's the same thing. This is why I mentioned you will rally. So you can use the Fibonacci extension to see that the 78.6% is near 4,960. All right, it's near 4,960. So therefore, I will just put in two scenario. Setting 5K. Okay, so this is what I will be looking at. 5K is a whole figure, and I think it's the so-called the historical level whole figure that everyone is eyeing. Whether will that be the resistance S&P is fighting over that. So otherwise, 4,960 may be the earlier price that a lot of shorty take profit actually camping there, preventing it to go to 5,000. All right, so that will be what we will be looking at for S&P 500 on the coming week as well. Of course, it will be just a fast touch and then come back. We will never know. Okay, so just plan for your own trading plan for S&P 500. So over here, we will write 28 Jan 2023, 2024 S&P target the round figure of 5K, else immediate resistance around 4690, 78% Fibo resistance level. Okay, so this is what I will be looking at for S&P 500 then for the coming weeks. Okay, so next we'll be looking into US oil. Okay, US oil, previously I did mention as well, we will be biased on the upside for US oil. So our target is actually at 70 or $80. Let me see what is our target. Yes, most likely will not. Okay, so I think our target is 80. Then if let's say you're able to break, we will then go above that. So the market actually went accordingly to what I did mention. Current right now it closed at 78. So we'll be looking to for it to break the $80 before we see more upside. Okay, so this is very long ago. I'll just delete everything and then keep the latest one. Okay, so 28 Jan 2024, bias upside with 80 $81 as resistance. Okay, so continue to bias the upside for oil itself. Okay, next we will be looking into let me see. Okay, we'll be looking into Disney. So people who actually trade on Disney or have been adopting the DCA method for Disney, congratulations to you, because it seems like from TA's perspective, right now it's above 50 moving average, and it may show some good sign for Disney to continue to go higher. Of course, this DCA is a long-term investment plan, so if let's say you want to do short-term trading, there is still chances, or otherwise people who have been entering into Disney and hold, is good. The sign is good. We may continue to hold it longer. Okay, so just have a recap to show that I did revisit here. Good sign of investment, DCA. Okay, may show upside. Alright, may show more upside, and then we will be looking at $100. Okay, so this is what I mean for Disney. Next, you'll be looking into Tesla. Right, so Tesla, yes, as you can see on 13 Jan, I did mention break below the 200 days weekly moving average. All right, coincide. All right, it's here. This is what I mentioned on 13 Jan is somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. So if you break down and break below the moving average, the green color one, and coincide with the 38.2%, okay, and then we will be looking around 175.3 on the support level, which the market closed at 183.25. All right, so it's less than $10 buffer, and the market actually almost reaching the 38.2% FIBO level as a support. So it may have a technical pullback next week, or otherwise it may continue to penetrate and bounce up from here. Okay, so we will see how does it work next week then. So 24th, 28 Jan 2024, Dow Jones Index may see Dow price, Dow side with 175 as support level. Okay, sorry, this is Tesla, my bad. Okay, so it's still the same, we will just remain. Alright, I know it's just maybe less than $10 apart to reach 175. Yes, but that is where I see previously. Alright, I hope that it may reach that level and my 13 Jan predictions or my forecast actually turn true. Okay, so that's my view for Tesla. More downside. Of course, we don't write off Tesla. It's a good company. Just that their earnings, everything is not doing well at the moment doesn't mean it's a bad company. Alright, so lastly, we'll be talking about 2318 Hong Kong shares, Ping An Insurance. I used to touch this. Right now, let's revisit. As you can see, I try to hold on at the Hang Seng Index market, or the Chinese market is not doing well. It penetrates below the all-time resistance, all-time support. All right, right now the price have revisited the 23.6% FIBO level, and it seems like with a good decent volume. So I am going to give a call for this on upside, and then we may see as $40+ as the next resistance. This is slightly far apart at currently. Hang Seng is not showing a good sign at the moment on index, but we know that the Chinese government actually stepped in. I shared in my Telegram group on one of the news. Chinese government intervention is going to throw huge money to support the market itself. All right, so I just may want to write on this, especially on insurance company. So my view for here is on 28 Jan 2024. Buyers upside for Ping An Insurance. Okay, so with recent low is $30 with 30 as immediate support. Sorry. Alright, so resistance around 46. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for Ping An. Of course, it's kind of like far apart, but I'm looking at a bigger view, so I don't mind to set my TP or my resistance slightly further apart. Okay, so that is my view for Ping An. And that's all for this week really market update. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I cover most of the stuff like indices, US oil, uh, one of the counter Ping An, and also the Tesla stock as well. All right, so next is also the Disney. People who have not on board, it's not too late. Welcome to join me on the DCA investment for Disney as well. So I will see you guys next week. Remember to share, like if you learned something from this video as well. Goodbye.